and welcome to a new episode of Tech Talk on Trust TV where we talk technology. This week, we'll be looking at the evolving role of AI in front-end development. Joining me on the program for expert opinion is Precious Oritsedere, a front-end software engineer. Or before then, let's take a report on today's topic of discussion. My name is Dorcas Yakubuzala. You're watching Tech Talk on Trust TV. Artificial intelligence, AI, is no longer a distant promise. It's a present-day force reshaping how we build and interact with technology. While its impact on back-end systems and data analysis has been well documented, AI is now rapidly transforming the landscape of front-end development. From enhancing user experiences to automating design decisions, AI is evolving into an indispensable partner for developers and designers alike. Front-end development traditionally involves a fair amount of repetitive work, creating layout grids, generating responsive designs, writing boilerplate code, and handling cross-browser compatibility issues. AI-powered tools can now assist developers by auto-suggesting code snippets, detecting errors in real time, generating HTML, CSS layouts from plain English instructions. This significantly speeds up development and reduces cognitive load, allowing developers to focus more on creativity and problem solving. Also, AI is increasingly being integrated into design tools like Figma, Adobe XD, and Sketch to provide smarter design assistance. The role of AI in front-end development is no longer optional. It is transformative. It is making development faster, design smarter, and experiences more personal. However, as we integrate AI more deeply into the front-end ecosystem, it's crucial to balance automation with creativity, personalization with privacy, and efficiency with ethics. The future of front-end development isn't just about writing code. It's about collaborating with intelligent systems to create intuitive, dynamic, and inclusive user experiences. Welcome back from the break. In case you're just joining, the program is Tech Talk on Trust TV, and we now have Precious Oritsedere joining us virtually on the program. Good to have you on the program.
Hi, Dorcas. Thank you for the invite.
Okay, how would you describe the current role of AI in front-end development?
Okay, so AI is progressively becoming a valuable assistant in software engineering, specifically front end. But I like to say it's not taking over. Rather, it's here to augment developers' capabilities. So I like to think of AI as an intelligent helper that helps me to save time by saving me time-consuming tasks like writing repetitive code. It also helps to suggest code lines for me while I'm building, and it also helps to conduct error checks and accessibility checks. So take, for instance, your GitHub Copilot, which uses AI to generate code suggestions for you while you're typing. So as a developer, I've used it severally. I use it to quickly scaffold React components or generate CSS styling or even save myself hours of manual work. AI helps developers to focus more on strategic and creative aspects of their work by helping us take care of the mundane and simple tasks.
So, which areas of front-end development do you think are being most significantly impacted by AI?
I would say the aspects of code generation and automation, code consistency, testing, and debugging. So I'll start with code generation. Tools like GitHub Copilot, Tab9 helps to generate code for us. Some of them based on expert prompt engineering, because the way you prompt the AI is how it responds to you. I personally use Copilot to help me prototype my React app, where it suggests like an entire component structure based on my prompting, and it also helps me suggest code while I'm writing, and it also helps me take note of errors while I'm also typing my codes. It has a feature whereby if you have an error in your code, there's a button there called Fix Quickly by Copilot. You just click on it and it goes through your code and fixes it for you, and you gives you the option to either accept its fix or decline it. So this is something that would normally take me hours of work to have to go through my code, look for where the error is coming from, and then fix it. But in just few seconds or even a minute or so, GitHub Copilot can help me fix that. It also helps with consistency. So most of these AI models, while you write your code and you have them installed on your environment where you're writing your code, they study how you write your code. So that also helps them to give you better suggestions as you're writing. And I already mentioned the part of debugging, whereby you have errors and it's able to tell you, oh, there's an error here, and help you fix it quickly, which would, give you, save you hours of manual work. So those are the areas I can pinpoint at the moment.
Okay, so you've mentioned a couple of things that AI does in order to make your job easier. So, but is AI an assistant, a tool, or a replacement for some parts of the front end workflow?
AI is more of an assistant and tool and not a replacement. So, for example, during a project where I was building an admin dashboard for a client, I used AI powered tools to help generate UI component and code structures. But I still had to make key designs and logical decisions myself based on the requirements which the client has given to me. So AI can generate components, it can suggest design patterns, it can flag potential bugs, but it cannot replicate creativity and strategic thinking which a developer brings to the table. So, for instance, AI may help you generate a drop down menu, but it won't know whether your user needs quick access to a specific feature or if that menu should even be adaptive based on user profile. It doesn't really go into the in depth of the security of your website, more strategic reasoning that you as a developer, you as a human know better than it does. So the human touch is still very essential for personalization reasons, for taking context-driven decisions in the entire front-end workflow. So no, AI is not a replacement. It's a tool and an assistant.
All right, talking about AI being an assistant, how effective is, AI in assisting in your project? Is the job it offers or the job it does for you, is it very accurate? Is it effective?
Um, If I was to rate its accuracy, I would say 70%, which is good, right? But that 70%, in my opinion, now boils down to how good your prompt engineering is. Because me going to ChatGPT, for instance, or DeepSeek or Claude, and I say, "Oh, I'm building a website where it's an e-commerce website that displays product," it could just give me a random generic code, right? Which would work and which would maybe save me 50%. But if I prompt it further, give it more specifics about how I want it, and even most times give it my own structure, code structure instructions, it will give me a more accurate answer. So, in my opinion, I'll say the more you feed it, the more it gives to you. So, the more accurate information you give it, the more it gives to you. But still, it's not 100% because you still have to manually review what it has given to you to ensure it meets what you want, and also put it in checks. But one thing I've noticed in my use of AI is whenever I do that manual review of what it has given to me, I feed it back with my corrections so that it will help it to give me better accurate code for the next request. Yeah.
All right. So, this earlier you said that AI is not coming to take over the jobs of humans, but this particular task that you just made mention of, before AI, I'm pretty sure there was someone there that does this work, or there are people out there that this is their job. Where do these people fit in now in front end development?
They are still front-end developers. So now with the use of AI, it's going to help us be more effective. So if on a typical day without, okay, so let me just give you an example. Before AI, if I had a bug on my code, I would just go on Google, spend like several hours on research, reading, go into Stack Overflow, reading people's questions on Stack Overflow, going through the, responses to their question. Oh, this was how I solved this issue. This was how I did that. But with AI now, it's so easy. You just get your error message, send it, give it to, Claude and tell it, oh, I'm having this error. This is the scenario. This is the context. And it will give you suggestions, which has saved you maybe 2, 3 hours. You used to, go through the internet to find it. So, I would say it's just here to make it faster for us to do things, make it more effective for us to do things as against the way it was before. But it still doesn't mean that as a front end developer, you shouldn't know your onions, because you can't 100% rely on AI. That's just the honest truth. It's here to make things easier for you. It's here to make your work a whole lot easier and even smoother and less stressful. But you as a front end engineer, to be able to show your relevance in this AI era, you need to know your onions. You need to show your employer or whoever you're working with that, oh, with the use of AI, I am even a 10x more effective front end developer. Yeah.
So, in what ways is AI helping improve UI UX design?
Um, I would say it helps improve UI UX design in terms of personalization. So AI tools can adapt to the UI based on your user behavior. For example, on an e-commerce website, AI can help to analyze user activity in order to dynamically adjust, say, the homepage layout by recommending products similar to those that they have previously bought before. This personalized approach will help to boost engagement and also user satisfaction, so they don't have to go through series and series of product before they see what they want. I worked on a project where AI was used to like personalize product recommendation on an e-commerce website to show the user their past browsing history, like their past products bought, if they still want that product. So they just have to click on it and purchase it again rather than going through series of product. And this helps to increase the sales conversion rate as well. It also ensures helps in terms of, I'll say, design consistency, using AI powered platform like Figma to help ensure that design elements remain consistent across all the pages. It also helps us to analyze user behavior insights, just to get user interactions to suggest design improvements. For instance, if a button on a website isn't getting enough clicks, AI can suggest like a redesign or even a reposition of that button on the page and stuff like that. So yeah, those are some of the ways that AI has helped to improve UI UX design.
So you've mentioned a couple of things that AI can do to, improve front end development. But I would like to
Yeah.
know, can AI be trusted to write production ready front end code? Or is it more of a productivity aid?
Uh, AI can write functional code, quite all right, but I don't think it is yet reliable enough to, produce a fully production ready front end code without human oversight. So while these AI tools can generate, React components or even UI elements, the output also needs to be refined and reviewed by human. Copilot is quick to generate code snippet, but I myself always have to manually check, like I mentioned before, and adjust things for performance purposes, security, and even proper state management. And also just to ensure that, the AI isn't the one who spoke to the client, to know what the client exactly wants, to know, in-depth specific details of the project you're building. And also there are some key informations in your project, in your production level project that you do not want to expose to AI, because I mean you don't know where all of that data is going to. So except it's just a generic website whereby maybe just a simple portfolio where you can just go to Wix or sites like bolt.dev and prompt it to just give me a portfolio website showing maybe give it feed it your CV and it gives you back a website. Fine, you can use that for production. You can use AI to do that and just push it to production. But if it's a full blown industrial project, no, I don't think AI is on that level yet.
So, whether we like it or not, AI has come to stay. I'd like to know how front-end developers should adapt, to this fast evolving landscape, and how can they stay relevant in this age of AI?
Yeah, so like the advice I give to some of the intern devs that work with me and learn from me, I always tell them that as much as I encourage you to use AI, also make sure you know what you're doing. So take for instance, if AI lives today, can you still write the code? That's the question you should ask yourself first as a front end developer. And if the answer is no, then you're doing something wrong. So you should still master the core technology as a front end developer, which are HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then you move on to the frameworks like React, Vue, and Angular. But at the same time, you can use AI to hasten or further improve your learning process and to point you into the right direction on what to, learn. I recommend learning how effectively you can interact with AI tools, especially in terms of prompt engineering, right? So that it can help you craft specific requests to get the best output out of them. And also essentially learning how AI works under the hood, particularly for building, real-time personalization, data analysis, or machine learning. Developers should focus on performance optimization and security best practices, as AI can't yet handle those aspects very reliably. Lastly, staying up to date with all of the technologies, including front-end developers, including AI specifically, because if you understand AI and you understand front-end developer, definitely you're gonna be, more important than the average front-end developer who cannot write a simple code without telling AI or give me the code, So, in essence, just know your onions, stay at the top of the queue by learning more, mastering more, be more curious about it. Don't see AI as your enemy, rather see it as something interesting that would help you, become better.
Now, let's talk about the future. Do you foresee a future where complete front end applications are generated from prompts or conversations?
Of course, it's already happening now. It's already happening now. There are websites, AI websites where you can just prompt there. I think Lovable does that. Lovable would give you the code and even publish it for you. Figma just introduced something in the new update like that, whereby your design can be published, or it can even give you the code of the what you've designed. We have boats.dev, that they can easily just give you what you need. Of course, it can give you a full blown website, but in the nearest future of it could even get even more advanced to the point that it now understands security measures in terms of software development and all of that it's lacking right now. So yeah, AI is here and it's improving every day. We saw what Google did with Gemini, so yes, it's very, very possible.
So, finally, what advice would you give to someone just starting to explore AI in front end development?
First of all, start yourself with familiarizing the aspect of tech you're into. be it front-end, back-end design, familiarize yourself with the tools, understand the underground concept of it. Then you can now move further to familiarizing yourself with AI-powered tools that can help you with coding and design. You can experiment with AI code generators like GitHub Copilot or design tools like Figma. These tools can help you save time, by automating repetitive tasks, but don't solely rely on them like I've been reiterating over. Always review anything AI generated. Even AI itself tells you that, yeah, like ChatGPT will say, ChatGPT can make mistakes. DeepSeek will tell you that this is for reference, so they don't even trust themselves. So why should you 100% trust them? So always review, always be curious, and don't just take whatever it gives you as the ultimate answer. Try to improve what it gives you, then feed it back so like you can enhance it better. Also, most importantly, keep refining your core skills. Even with AI, the fundamentals of building clean, scalable, and user-friendly applications are very crucial. And that's what every employer or client is looking for, someone who knows what they're doing. So yeah, have the mindset that, oh, you have a tool that is AI that's gonna aid you, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't know what you're doing. So yeah, that's it.
Well, that's all we can take on the interview segment. Thank you so much, Precious, for joining us and sharing your insights.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll take a quick break, and when we return, we'll bring you tech tips. Do stay with us. Today on Tech Tips, we'll be giving you practical tips to help you stay ahead in adapting to AI in front-end development. Step 1. Leverage AI-powered design tools. Use tools like Figma with AI plugins to speed up design to code transitions. AI design assistants can suggest UI improvements, generate assets, or automate repetitive tasks like layout, alignment, or responsiveness. Step 2. Integrate AI APIs into your UI. Learn to use AI services. Add a chatbot to your app with OpenAI's API. Step 3. Implement AI-powered features on the front end. Let users interact via text or voice. Use models to process and interpret images in browser. Step 4. Use AI-assisted development tools. Use AI-assisted tools to write UI components and CSS faster. Step 5. Adopt AI in testing and debugging. Some AI-powered testing tools automate UI testing. Use ChatGPT or similar models to generate unit tests or debug complex UI logic. Step 6. Learn about UX implications of AI. AI introduces non-determinism, ensures users understand what's happening. Designed for trust, explainability, and fallback. And finally, Step 7. Stay up to date with trends. Follow AI in front-end communities on platforms like GitHub, X, and Reddit. And that's a wrap on the program. Do well to follow us across all social media platforms for more programs, news, and documentaries. I am Doc Azia Kubuzala. Until next week, goodbye.